Thank you, viewer, for saying about this video. Thank you to the viewer. They know who they are. I have gone back to revisit this video of Shanann coming home and I'm just quite disgusted. Look at her stomach. I'm sorry, anybody who's pregnant. I mean, is that... I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of this is anymore. Anybody who's been pregnant knows what being pregnant looks like. I mean, I'm not even sure she's wearing boots actually or something there, but anyway, let's just say that doesn't look very pregnant-like, does it? She looks quite big. And I don't know if people have noticed, I don't know what's by her legs, what that is. I'm sure those who wait will see it. Anyway, the bags have kind of gone... I don't know what's going on there anyway. The bags have gone see-through. I mean, look what they've got her looking like when she comes from the car. I mean, they look like they've got goat's legs on. Remember? They like animals and things in this. Goat's legs. Look at her hand with the suitcase. Her hand on the bags. Now look at her bosoms. Like, now they look like they're out. Like she hasn't got a t-shirt on. Cool, when I made this video, I put that what a good friend she had. None of it's real. The shape she changes into. I mean, it's quite disgusting, really, because how many of us watched this in utter whatever it was because of what had happened? I mean, look at her. Then. Does that look pregnant then? Just then, does she look pregnant? Does that look pregnant? That's the only bit that looks pregnant. But then when you look down, part of her leg is missing. Well, her legs have changed. And then something happens on the top of her head, like the original person's coming through, whoever they're doing their hologramming or however they're doing this. I just don't even know anymore because it was, you know, is it blurry or, I just don't know. But you can see this other person there. I mean, so far, have you seen Shanann yet? Have you actually seen Shanann? No, you haven't. But what you think is Shanann, it's not there. It's just not there. You're not looking at Shanann, are you? I'm not even sure if they're sporting an Adam's apple as well. Is that an Adam's apple in the middle of their neck, or is it just... I just don't know anymore. I mean, just look at that. And it just goes to that, like, what the hell is that? Sorry, the wool gets a little bit straight. Well, what is that for a start? But look at the wall behind. Looks like an angry Chris Watts. It just does. But I mean, how can the... I'm sorry. Just... Oh, anyway. And there's these little dots on the side there. Do you see that? These little dots. I don't know what they are. I'm sure someone will tell me. Ditsy will say. Look at their neck. It's got an S on it. Look at that. Where's the bump then? Not the same legs, are they, that walked from the car? In fact, her legs are half disappearing. And I mean, have you seen Shanann yet? Have you seen her yet? Her leg isn't there. Her right leg wasn't there. Look at that. No right leg. At all. No bump. In fact, she's about half the size she was when she came out of the car. You know, as body-wise. Legs. I mean, those legs are totally different legs. And the stomach, look at her stomach. And then look at her stomach as she comes in. And her legs are starting to disappear. Look at that. She's lost her leg. She's lost all of her leg. So you know what that means, don't you? That means this footage isn't real, and just look at her tummy. What is that supposed to be? What is that supposed to be? Everybody can see it. I don't need to say. I'm sorry. Everybody can put it in the comments to what they think. Look at her leg. No leg. Have you seen Shanann yet? Just look at it. What is all this? See, this gets me, because if that was a reflection on the glass, how come she's between the reflection on the glass and the glass when she's not? They're not. Oh, look at the wall behind. Did you see that? Look at the wall behind. It's got a sort of face in it, a box. You saw that? I'm sorry. This is just disgusting. Look at the size of her there. And then you saw the size of her legs and everything. I mean, look at that. And then she's bigger when she's further away than she is when she's closer, if you know what I mean. Have you seen Shanann yet? Tell me, anybody who's seen Shanann yet? I mean, that is a man. Sorry, that's a man. There. That's a man. Do you see Shanann? I don't see Shanann at all. It's a man. And there's another face. I don't even know what's going on. And in fact, later on, your next has a hat on. Just look at her mobile phone. Look how tiny they are now. That's not another letter in that on her t-shirt then? I mean, is that funny? Oh, I don't know what it was. You saw that kind of thing on us. Oh, anyway. Anyway, when we get to this bit, because don't forget I've just been coming up. Oh, that looks a little bit more like Shanann, I suppose, doesn't it, really? Yeah, what you depict as Shanann, but it's not. I mean, you haven't actually seen her, have you? Because that's a man. Goodness knows I don't get that. None of it's very nice, is it? And I don't see a woman at all. I see a man with a beard and moustache. That person has got a beard and moustache. Beard and moustache. Well, hopefully everybody can see if it looks familiar. Beard and moustache. And actually, that bit's really weird because, yeah, anyway, just all weird. The whole thing's weird. Wow. I never saw this when I was forced this whole case, thinking I was so sad and everything, and the whole thing is just, I don't even know if I've got words for it. See, that one there, next to her, has got a hat on. Do you see it, everybody? Just above her head. There's a hat. You know, as if Indiana Jones had joined, but there's no face on the other bit. It's got a hat on. Just there. There's a hat. Well, with her leg not being there, I'm sorry, when you look up fake videos, it says they're either there or they're not there, and if they're not there, they're not there. So she didn't have a leg, so wasn't there. So none of this is not right. There's the look. Do you see the hat now? The figure on the right has a hat on. And to be honest, doesn't that look like a man's head? Does that look like Shanann? Don't forget, we've already got her down as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, haven't we? So, Snow White from the Seven Dwarfs. Anyway, just look at her legs. No matter how many times you look at this, whether that's a beard or a hair, you don't see Shanann, do you? You don't see Shanann at all. Look at the size of her there. And her legs completely change. And just look at the beam from her phone. How does it get around the edge of the house before she does? And did you see that? Her phone went round the house. Because she wasn't in front of the house then. She was still coming round the corner. How, if the car is the other side of the garage, can the lights come round the garage? I mean, so far, we have not seen Shanann. I did do this months ago in tears, but thank you, viewer, for reminding me to look at this again. That is not her. And that person's got quite long hair. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you, viewer, for giving me this. Broken it down. She hasn't got legs. Something wrong. The whole thing's wrong. You can see for yourself.